Welcome back, guys. In this video, I'm gonna give you a no bullshit, in-depth beginner guide on what is futures trading. Hey, nice to meet you. My name is Arbaz, also known as AA Bands FX. You might have seen me in the social media space after my success with proprietary trading firms. I have made over $200,000 in verified prop firm withdrawals, and I'm here to change this industry for the better. I've been trading for almost 3 years now, and my goal with this channel is to give you the highest quality of information, no bullshit, that all these gurus will not tell you. The average person does not know what day trading is, or futures trading, or forex trading / CFD trading, but I'm here to change that with these videos. Specifically in this video, I'm going to be covering futures trading, what it is, how you can get into it, and at the end, I will show you the exact resources and platforms that you can use to start your futures trading journey today, because if you can master the skill set, the sky's the limit. You can have unlimited earning potential. By the end of this video, you'll have a full understanding of futures contracts, the platforms like NinjaTrader and Tradeovate, and the steps to take if you want to trade them. So what is a futures contract? Let's first define them. A futures contract is a legal agreement to buy or sell an asset at a predetermined price in the future. These contracts have four main components: the underlying asset. This can be anything from gold, oil, corn, wheat, orange juice even, to stock indices like NQ, the NASDAQ, and ES, which is the SPX 500. The contract size, which specifies the amount of the underlying asset. The expiration date, which is the date at which the contract will settle. And the margin requirements. Futures are traded on margin, which means you only need to deposit a fraction of the actual contract value to trade that contract. But here is the biggest benefit and the craziest thing about futures. It is that futures are standardized. They are on a regulated exchange called the CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, unlike Forex or CFDs, where your broker sets the bid-ask spread as well as the quotes. So why should you trade futures? What's in it for you? Well, you can make a ton of money trading futures. The biggest thing is leverage. Futures contracts are highly leveraged, meaning you can control a large position with relatively low capital. So this is great for people who have a little bit of money and they want to leverage that and make a ton of money. But you got to be careful. With significant leverage comes potential significant gains as well as potential significant losses. It's basically like a double-edged sword. Another key aspect is liquidity. The futures market is extremely liquid, and you can trade things like gold, oil, ES, which is the XPX 500, NQ, NAS 100, very fast, very easily. Futures are also a 24-hour market. Unlike stocks, where you have to be open at 9:30 opening bell, EST, futures are a 24-hour market in which you can trade anytime during the day. You can trade Asian session, London session, or New York session. So you're not confined to just trading 9:30 a.m. Maybe you have a 9-to-5 job that you cannot, leave to trade for. And if you trade futures, well, you have much more accessibility and leverage in your day to trade. And this is another big benefit of futures, is that there's no pattern day trading rule. A lot of you guys watching this video, you guys might be coming from stock trading or options trading. And with stock and option trading, you have something called a pattern day trading rule, of where you need to have $20,000 in your trading account. And if you make more than 3 trades a day and you don't have that $20,000, you get labeled as a pattern day trader and you can't take more trades for a week. So in futures, you don't have that pattern day trading rule. Now, there are a wide variety of futures products available, and we're going to talk about 3 specific classes: commodity futures, financial futures, and currency futures. Commodity futures include contracts like gold, oil, silver, corn, wheat, even orange juice. Financial futures are contracts on the stock indices like the E-mini S&P 500, bonds, and interest rates. And for currency futures, if a lot of you guys are coming from Forex, are futures that deal with currency pairs quoted in US dollars. This could be the euro, the yen, or the British pound quoted in US dollars. Now, there's several key concepts and terminology that you need to understand before you fully get into futures trading, and we're going to talk about that right now. You have initial margin, maintenance margin, and overnight margin, which is basically the same as initial margin. But all these things are very critical to understanding how you can deposit money into your futures account and how you can leverage that money to make intraday gains. The initial margin is the amount of capital that you need to have before you can actually enter a position, and this is usually about 3 to 12% of the full size contract. Usually your broker, NinjaTrader in this case, will set your margin rates. Now, maintenance margin is the minimum amount of equity that you need to keep into your account to make sure you can have that position open. If your equity falls below this level, that's called a margin call. Now, there are 2 more concepts in futures trading called rollover as well as settlements. I don't want you guys worrying about this too much for your purpose as a retail trader, but you do need to know how the contracts roll over. I'm going to be using gold as an example, but these futures contracts have expiration dates. Contract rollover is when you move from a futures contract that is about to expire to a new futures contract with a new expiration date. And usually your broker does this for you. Usually you'll get a notification from your futures broker saying that the contract is about to expire, the current one, and you need to roll over your position to the next contract. This is done all automatically on the back end, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And this is also done to avoid settlements. In futures trading, you'll notice that each contract has a letter and a number. For example, GCU 24 or CLZ 23. The numbers and letters represent the contract's expiration month and year. The underlying asset number is going to be in the front, followed by the month code, followed by the year. And when I say year, I mean the year that the contract is expiring in. Let's use gold as an example because I love gold. It's the only thing I trade. GC is the ticker for gold. I'm going to put the month code up right now, right here, and you can see you can choose any single month. Let's say we choose U, which is the September contract, and 24 is the current year. So this means the gold contract for September is expiring in 2024. Now you also have something called a continuous contract. These continuous contracts are a synthetic futures contract that are not actually a real thing, but they just stitch together all the data for all the expired contracts in a long form running manner so that people can do long-term technical analysis and fundamental analysis, whatever they might want to do on data that's all right in front of their face. The main one benefit, like I just said, of a continuous contract is the fact that all the data is stitched together and you can analyze it all in one place. Because if you were to look at the expired contracts and the data that is currently there, it would look really weird, it would be gappy, it wouldn't make sense to you because that contract has expired and nobody's trading it. Now, how can you get started on retail futures platforms like NinjaTrader and Tradevate? First, you're gonna have to obviously choose a broker. I'm gonna put a list of brokers right here. You don't have to use NinjaTrader or Tradevate, but these are the futures brokers that you can use, right? There's a lot of options for you guys, but in my opinion, I love NinjaTrader. They've been very good to me. They have the lowest margin rates in my opinion, and they have been the longest running futures broker since, 2 decades. And now for the last kind of end part of this video, I'm going to show you on my computer after choosing a broker how you set it up and how you make an account. All right guys, so this is NinjaTrader. Okay, this is one of the best, if not the best, futures platform in the world. I have my personal futures account on NinjaTrader. They've been in the game for almost 2 decades now, and with this end section, obviously I just taught you guys what futures trading is. I want to talk about the different brokers and kind of how you can navigate the website for understanding what you need to know to be a profitable futures trader and an informed futures trader. All right, so let's get started. Right, this is NinjaTrader, right, and obviously they have their own intro into futures as well as why futures, why stocks, why CFDs, etc., etc., etc. But that's not really relevant. I already talked about that. Okay. For futures, like I said, is you have to understand how margin works and how the deposits work. Okay. So, essentially, right, there's no minimum deposit, but right, you have margin. What does margin mean? Is that you have to set down a minimum amount of money to open up one contract of any type of pair. So, what you can do is you can go to view margins by market, and again, I only trade gold, right? So you can go here, and remember, I encourage you guys to do this for every single pair because it's super critical. Okay, we go over to gold, and well, gold is $1,000 for an intraday, holding one contract intraday, and if you want to hold that contract into the next day, you need $11,550, which is pretty crazy to me. Let's go to NQ now, another very popular pair. Okay, and as you can see, the E-mini, right, same thing, $1,000, but to hold into the next day, you need about $24,000 because NASDAQ is very, very volatile. Now, again, you can trade whatever markets you want. I recommend trading very highly liquid and very popular pairs, like, again, gold, oil, NASDAQ, right, ES, and yeah. Remember, when you trade on, NinjaTrader, you're going to be trading on their own platform. It's very, very good, guys. I don't know why people hate on the platform. They hate on whatever. I use it every single day. It's a lot of functionality. You can code a lot of, even algos on it. There's a bunch of indicators, and yeah. Okay, now, with NinjaTrader, right, you have to buy a license as well. Now, you can have a free license, okay? And again, these are the commissions that you pay when you buy a, when you have a free license versus, and you're trying to trade like a micro contract or a standard contract, right? These are the commissions. Obviously, no monthly plan. I actually have the lifetime license with NinjaTrader. I paid 1.5K for it. And again, you get the lowest commissions, and you get a very, very critical set of indicators called the order flow plus indicators that have the volume profile, the VWAP, and volumetric bars, which really give you an edge to understand and give you a volumetric analysis ability. And it's super critical, especially understanding. That's going to be for another video, but understanding where markets might react off of, where price might draw to, etc. Okay, and that's really it. I urge you guys to go and check out NinjaTrader for yourself, play around with the website. Like I said, the main thing is the margins. And again, if you're making a personal account, I recommend minimum 5 to 10K, because even though you have, these minimum margin requirements, right? You also have maintenance margin, right? So, you can't just put in $1,000, open one contract of gold and be like, oh, I'm gonna, make money now, because, well, if that position that you're in goes into slight drawdown, well, you're gonna get liquidated and margin called, because, well, you don't have enough maintenance margin anymore to hold one contract of gold. Okay. Now again, I don't use Tradeovate, but remember, Tradeovate is owned by NinjaTrader. Okay, so if you're gonna trade on a futures broker, well, just trade on NinjaTrader, right? And again, I don't like Tradeovate. The only thing about Tradeovate is that you can literally trade on TradingView. Again, it's not necessary to me. I don't trade on TradingView. I just trade on NinjaTrader. I think it's the best platform, like I just said. And TradeStation, but I don't know if TradeStation is owned by NinjaTrader. Very similar to Tradeovate, but also a big thing is that each and every futures broker has their own margin requirements. Okay, so for example, if we go over to here now and we type in GC, which is gold, and again, there's a reason why I chose NinjaTrader, because it literally has the best possible margins for you, right? You can put in the lowest amount of money and get the most leverage. And remember, lower margin requirements essentially means more effective leverage for you, right? Now, that could be a good thing if you know what you're doing, but if you don't know what you're doing, it could also be bad because it's going to amplify your losses, right? Anyways, so let's go over to GC, right, on TradeStation. Well, to open one gold contracts on GC, wow, look at that, bro. You need 5,775, right? Even intraday, right? Well, this is the initial, but the intraday and the intraday maintenance. Look at that. It's absolutely crazy, guys. A micro, $577. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is not in your benefit, right? NinjaTrader has the lowest margin rates for gold. And again, it's because they've been here the longest. They have a lot of liquidity. And yeah, so I don't think you should be trading on that. Well, actually, there's a new broker called Optimus Futures. And they actually have very, very low margins, I think. If I type in GC, I think it's, well, look at that. Oh, no, it's the same. It's the same. Look at, oh no, actually I'm right. For one gold contract, it's $500. That's crazy. You don't really have margin rates like that. And then for a micro contract, $50, bro, that's actually wild. But again, they're a new broker. They're not as established. They're not as reputable as NinjaTrader. Who knows how the withdrawals are, but again, that's another option for you. And remember, AMP Futures is, I don't know why I keep saying remember, but AMP Futures is the last broker that you should be using if you want to trade futures. Again, I urge you guys to go through all these options: NinjaTrader, Tradeovate, TradeStation, Optimus, as well as AMP Futures, okay? And AMP Futures, you can also trade, I think, on MetaTrader 5. Yeah, so you can trade futures on MetaTrader 5. You have all these different platforms. I think a pretty popular options trader, just off my head, I think it's Carmen Rosado. Long time ago. I think I remember him posting like some broker statement from AMP Futures. But it's a really, really, really good broker. Not as good as NinjaTrader in my opinion, but another option for you, right? So we can actually go see, like, let's see what their margin rates are real quick. Oh, okay. They don't even, bro, they don't even tell you, the margin rates. Okay, that's kind of, that's a bit weird. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So all these platforms, Rhythmic, RTrader, but wow, there's a bunch of options on here that you don't even know. All right, so I hope this video was pretty helpful for you guys. There's really not anything much to cover apart from that. Just informing yourself, continuing learning. And again, guys, you can join my free Discord and ask me any questions about futures trading and options trading and CFD trading. In general, I'm pretty knowledgeable on everything. And I urge you guys to join because, well, it's free, right? And as usual, shoot me a follow on Instagram, shoot me a follow on TikTok. We're trying to grow that. And if you liked the video, obviously like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time, all right? Peace.